Hi there, it's Timothy Dolan and another vlog regarding topics of the day, and this one is actually fairly long-standing. It has to do with the defiance of the California state emissions standards that have been recently put into effect. A little background, the state of California being basically the 800-pound gorilla state with the largest population of any state in the United States, has been a leader in environmental legislation. The latest iteration of this has been a new set of emission standards that the Trump administration is now fighting and has been joined, astonishingly, by four auto companies. These include Chrysler, Fiat, General Motors, Toyota, and Nissan. There have been four other auto companies that have declared that they will comply with the new standards in California, those being Honda, Ford, Volkswagen, and Volkswagen, and forgot what the other one was. Again, I believe it's another foreign manufacturer. The point is, however, that what we have is a situation where global warming is not only real, it is becoming quite dire. It will cost the lives of millions of people, even if we were to reverse it or at least stabilize things, which is unlikely to happen without at least the kinds of legislation as proposed by California. It's a very small step, it's an incremental step, but it's one that indicates to me that we still have corporations out there that will put profits over the lives of people. Let's not forget that it was the car industry that fought tooth and nail against seatbelt standards, which I think we understand in retrospect was a pretty good idea. And they fought every other safety standard that they possibly could, citing expense to their bottom line. So here we are. Again, I want to reiterate this. Toyota, Nissan, General Motors, and Chrysler Fiat put profits over people, put profits over people's lives in the long tradition of fighting safety standards. We're talking about the safety of the earth, and this is a serious thing. And I would really urge people to think twice. By the way, if you own stock in any of those companies, General Motors, Chrysler, Fiat, Toyota, or Nissan, please consider divesting for the reasons cited. It's a moral reason. Just like most large institutional investors, such as universities and often state employee pension plans, will not carry tobacco products in their portfolios, so too it should be that those companies that do not comply with state California standards should perhaps be out of an investment portfolio. It's going to hurt them in the long run, and here's the reason why. California is not going to back down. They are going to enact these standards, and astonishingly, the Trump administration is unlikely to last. I think we should know this. California is going to outlast Trump. So the idea that they're going to gain any kind of benefit by defying California emission standards is kind of dumb, in my view. So I don't know what they are thinking. It's remarkably short-sighted, but I think the word has to get out. I, for one, happen to own a Nissan. I've owned a Nissan Murano now for a little over 5 years. I really like the car. I will not buy another Nissan again, nor will I buy a Toyota, nor will I buy a General Motors product. I am, by the way, in the market for a car this year. Those that are not complying with California emission standards will never get my money. So this is a message to General Motors and Fiat, Chrysler, Honda, and Nissan. really think before you act. You have put yourself at odds with the people of planet Earth, and you should be ashamed of yourself for that. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, one more thing. If I were a state of California official and had the ability to basically not buy vehicles, California, of course, buys fleet vehicles. States, governments buy very large amounts, as you can imagine. I would suggest that the state of California basically decline to buy any Nissan, Toyota, General Motors, or Chrysler Fiat vehicle from here on in. All right, thanks, that's it.